This short but scenic Poort forms a natural access point across the lower mountain range which separates the Long Kloof at the N9 with the farming area along the Kammanassie River Valley and Mount Duskop. The Poort is fairly straightforward, and the only dangerous point is in the middle of the Poort where the road crosses the Matjiesrivier River via a sharp 90-degree bend over a low-level concrete bridge. The river provides a lifeline of water to the Poort, which allows the flora to flourish, and the bird life in this Poort is known to be good. We filmed this Poort from north to south to maximize on the Karoo scenery and use the optimum lighting. The pass starts at its northern end at the crest of a low hill at 601 meters above sea level, heading west, and immediately begins with a wide left-hand bend of 90 degrees, which brings the heading into the south. There are scenic views to the right, as the road remains at a fairly constant altitude. Be wary of this left-hand bend, as it becomes progressively tighter the further you get into it. If you want to avoid the tedium of the 50-kilometer-long straight stretch along the N9 between the Outeniqua Pass and the start of the Potjiesberg Pass, and you have some spare time on your hands, we highly recommend driving the gravel road through the Kammanassie Valley, which more or less parallels the N9 and provides far more attractive scenery. This option will take you through at least 4 other attractive passes. As this bend straightens out into the south, it's followed by a 600-meter straight, which is then followed by a sharp right-hand turn in excess of 100 degrees. There is also an intersection on this bend where another interlinking farm road, which parallels the N9, joins up with the P1650. From this vantage point, one gets a good view of the farm Matjiesrivier, which lies to the right on the banks of the river. 200 meters after the intersection, the road swings to the left and enters the Poort proper. The general direction is southwest, as the road follows the eastern side of the river for 1.1 kilometers. A fairly new game fence has been erected on the right-hand side of the road, a sure indicator that this farm is converted from sheep farming to game farming. This trend has become increasingly popular amongst farmers in the Eastern Cape. Game farming is far less destructive than sheep farming to the fragile vegetation in this area. A sign comes up warning of a sharp turn to the left, and sharp it is as the road crosses the Matjiesrivier River over a low-level unguarded concrete bridge. During the rainy season, this bend can often be quite wet and slippery, so take care. The road now remains true to the course of the river and changes heading into the south for another 1.2 kilometers, passing another farmstead. The more northern route option through the Kammanassie River Valley will take you to the small village of Duiselstorp with its unusual hilltop church. Access to the church is via a series of switchbacks on a very steep footpath. This part of the Western Cape is well known for its production of mohair. The road terminates at the 3-kilometer point at a T-junction with the tarred N9. A turn to the right into the west will take you back to George and Oudtshoorn, whilst a turn to the left will get you to Uniondale via the Potjiesberg Pass. Be careful as you join the traffic into the N9, as the traffic moves fairly fast.